Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Iveoma Operake. So I decided to make this video because, well, actually I was about to leave and then I was inspired. But before I go, I decided to make this video and just talk about like why I'm in this happy place this year. Like for the past year, I realized I have been like really happy. Not like a normal sort of like content level. Like I wake up and I'm like, I thank God every day. I'm like, thank you so much for my life. Thank you so much for my immediate family, my family members, period, but especially my immediate family. Thank you so much for, you know, everything you've done for me. I literally have been doing that every day, and I think that also adds to it. Like, it starts my morning off in a really good way. In part, it's because I really took the bold steps to really pursue my vision of building this multimedia company where I focus on African stories in order to inspire the African diaspora. And I think also, in part, because I'm so happy, I'm attracting a lot of people who, and I'm very deliberate too. Like, I put out the energy, and so people respond to it, but I also think that because I'm deliberately surrounding myself with people who are dreamers, people who are building businesses, people who are about making money, people who are serious about changing the circumstances of their family's life, their life. And then two, just people in my corner, people who are positive, people who are, maybe they're not necessarily trying to be business owners or even business minded, but they're trying to improve their life. They're trying to be better. They're trying to get their goals. They have goals and they're setting them and they're achieving them and they're walking towards those goals. And I've surrounded myself with people like that. And I guess I'm making this video because, well, in part because I'm documenting my journey changing and becoming this person I want to be, but also because I was reading something and it was talking about the importance of the people you surround yourself with. And I think people know that, like, birds of a feather flock together, but I also think people don't realize that if you put out negative energy, you're going to attract more negative people. Let's say you have a lot of negative people in your life. What kind of energy are you putting out there, right? Sometimes you have to ask ourselves that. And last 2 years ago, I decided to sit back and really reevaluate my life and think about what I have to change in order to become this person I want to be. And I want to be happy. I want to be content. I want to be pleasant and cheerful. And I wanted to be pursuing the life that I wanted to lead. I want to be happy. I want to have a family. I want to run a business. I want to travel throughout Africa, throughout South America. You know, like, I have these goals. And I sat back and I was like, you know, if I continue this way of life that I'm leading, then I will never achieve these goals. I would never get to where I'm supposed to be. So I had to sit back and I had to think, what do I want? What do I want? And what kind of energy am I putting out there? Because that's another thing too. I had to reevaluate the energy and the people I was attracting. And so once I kind of corrected that, became much happier with myself and my situation and realized that I'm really going places. Like, this is not a game. Like I have to believe and then work towards it and I'll get it. Once I believed that, once I focused on that, I started attracting dreamers and I started attracting these positive people. And yeah. So I just wanted to make the video about that and why I'm so happy and content. And I think even if I don't feel like I'm in a position to teach anyone anything, but I do feel like I'm in a position to, like, document my journey and document my process. And that's what I'm doing now. So I just wanted to tell you that I think it's really important to surround yourself if you're trying to change your life, and I know I am, right? Like, I'm trying to move to another continent and work and become this multimedia journalist in Africa, in Nigeria, really. Although I am open to other parts of Africa, but I decided that I need to document this because so many things are happening and shifting. It seems like if I put out energy, if I do the work and I put out the energy and I'm just relentless about pursuing my God-given path, then, like, everything is kind of falling in line. Everything is coming, and I just have to have faith. Okay.